BeTerrific, official coverage of CES 2017.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Convention Center, your live continuing coverage of CES 2017. I'm Michael Artsis, you're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special at BeTerrific TV on all social media. I've got Andrea alongside me. Hey, Andrea.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. It's a fun morning.
I'm really excited about this next product because I actually hunted this one down personally. And the reason why is because it's about security. We had a product on before that was about security. This is about real security, not virtual security, right? And that's important, but so is this, especially when you start talking about guns and ammunition. It will help secure that stuff as well as a lot of other things. And this is a smart way of doing it, if you get where I'm going. And it's called Smart Armor, and this is the Smart Cube. How you doing?
Doing outstanding.
Welcome to the program. I love that.
Best day ever.
Best day ever?
Absolutely.
Does it have anything to do with BeTerrific?
Being terrific is part of this best day ever.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's
All right.
There you go.
It's rad.
So this is a new way to lock cabinets, to lock all sorts of things. You can be super creative about it, and then give people access with your phone, through an app on your phone, including yourself. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Basically, we're pioneering in-home or in-dwelling security. So you might have a smart front door lock, so people are familiar with that. But this is smart locking systems for everything else. And there's a few major things that we found. We've actually sold 38,000 of these in the last 3 months. And
congratulations!
Yeah. So
now you haven't shipped one because it's a Kickstarter.
We
right?
haven't shipped one. We're actually being we were portfolioed by Aero Electronics, so they're handling most of our manufacturing and shipping part. And so we're fairly confident in the product. But yeah, people have come out of the woodwork.
No, but that's great because a lot of times when companies have a huge burst like you had, it becomes overwhelming. You were expecting to sell 1,000 at best, and you sold 38,000.
Yeah.
And then how do you handle that? The manufacturing plants you set up with and all this stuff don't really fit that because they don't have the ability to do that. How many did you expect to sell?
Our Indiegogo goal was 50,000. We knew that there was a demand for this, but
$50,000.
Dollars.
Yes. So how many was that?
1,000.
1,000
basically.
Right.
Yeah, in pre-sale.
I was right on. Do I know my stuff?
You know your stuff.
All right. So and you were praying for 1,000.
Yeah, let's hit this goal, and we actually hit it. We hit our goal within the first 30 hours, I think.
Oh my!
Less than 3 days, and then kept ramping. It's still on Indiegogo in demand, but it's on our own site as well. And when you mentioned the gun stuff, I had someone drive from Utah yesterday to buy 10,000 units just to put in these hidden compartments that close their air vents.
Yeah.
And they're normally using RFID tags and stuff like that, but this is a way better system because you can share it. You usually have your phone on you, and
well, yeah, you're going to show us how it works and everything. Yeah. But I'm just so blown away with it. So first of all, how'd you come up with the idea, and how did you make the Indiegogo happen?
So the idea came from locking medical cabinets. I was at a medical software company, and pill misuse and abuse is a big problem. And so just locking your vanity cabinet to keep your teenagers and then people that shouldn't have access to it out of it.
Oh my God.
For opiates, which is
How about I've got a 3-year-old. You have all these child locks on everything I can't even get in.
Yeah.
How about now you can just put these in?
Absolutely. It's just a smart child lock is all it is for everything else.
For everything?
Everything. And it's retrofittable, so you don't have to go buy a new anything.
Wow.
You basically set it and forget it. You stick it in there and
So you were just working in the medical industry and you said, I could do this. This would be a great idea. I'll just do this.
Well, yeah, I was doing education software for a startup company we created. And there was little pain points, and I found that this didn't exist, and so the technology caught up with the ability to securely control things without keys, basically, and other environments. And
it really is a child locking concept because there's a child lock that keeps your drawers shut, and it's basically the same concept as far as I understand. And you're going to show us a full demo because I'm so excited about this. This is wonderful, and we've seen the Noke or the No Key is what it is, but that's a gym lock for a bike lock. And it's amazing you took it to the next level completely. This is really, really important and really great. So you can lock up anything that's important. All right, show me how this works.
So basically how it works just like a smart zip tie, honestly. So it's got a...
Always the simplest thing.
It doesn't fly. You can't ride on it or anything, but it's locked.
What?
I got to push it to the front of the table here.
Sorry. So I just pulled it out. I think it's locked. So that's basically, this pin goes through it. Yep. This mounts to the cabinet. This mounts to the other things. It's unlocked.
Wow.
And it can be set up like through the app, because I was more software. Through the application, you have all these features that you can do. You can use like a PIN code. Right now I have it on instant access, but you can also use proximity. So you just walk up and it's unlocked, you walk away and it's locked. And it's also a shareable key, so say you were childproofing your house and your nanny came in and they needed to get in their cabinets, as long as that key's shared with them, like they can walk up and open it up and it can be timestamped.
And you can take away that access too.
Yeah, absolutely, it's instant access, like denial. The other cool thing about it is because there's accelerometers and a bunch of features in here, it's actually not just a lock, but it's a warning system.
What?
So if someone jiggles the cabinet,
right,
you'll know.
You'll get a notification.
Wow, that could be annoying with a child.
It can be annoying with yeah, like
can you turn those notifications off?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, like almost everything in the application is able to be like customized to your preference.
Nice.
It's set up on the most simple way, which is basically it's a smart locking system that you pair just like a watch.
No,
Isn't
what is
America
that made
great?
out of? Yeah, really.
I mean, this guy is working in the medical field, has this idea, and all of a sudden he sold 38,000 units thanks to Indiegogo.
And Arrow, yeah, like
it's amazing.
They really.
So what is that actually made out of? What's that material?
So this is polycarbonate, or with a 20% graphite blend, which is actually, it's basically what Oakleys are made out of. So have you ever seen the videos where they shoot Oakleys? And it's flexible. So I'm an aerospace guy from my first career. Like this one's just way more fun. Like and basically we took aerospace grade material and created these and used 3M tape, much like you'd mount a GoPro. So people are always like, how do you mount it? Like, and how strong is that? Well, if anyone here's mounted a GoPro and tried to ever remove one of those tabs from their helmet, they know how strong it is.
That's what I was going to ask, because the technology is fantastic. But you're talking about a child playing with it, or even if someone really needed to get into something, say it was a vault, and they wanted to shoot it or cut it open,
well,
is that possible?
It is. It's internal to the whole system, though, so you can't even see this.
Okay.
And so, like my sister, who has kids and a fairly nice house, she was like, I don't like these child locks. They're cumbersome and they're ugly. And so this is an unseen locking system, driven through smartphones.
So the person would really have to know that you had this system in order to try and break into it.
Yes, and we always get the, is it hackable, and is it this? Well, if they're hacking this, it's already inside your house, so you probably have bigger issues than
and if you got the product we had on before, the Kiesel, then you're pretty much encrypted, and so it's unhackable.
Absolutely.
Because it'll be on that same network. So I do wonder the strength, and I used to say that with the child lock, but the child locks are actually incredibly strong as well. And certainly I've flown GoPros on planes, and you've seen plenty of people do that, so it's not like they're moving. But you've also drilled this in. I mean, there are different ways to mount this.
When I wanted to do it first, I didn't include the screw holes, but we got so many questions so screws are included with it. So you can put them in for an extra benefit or extra security, but it's really not necessary.
Right.
But you can, but it's there for you want to make it hardened. And
the reality is, on some level, locks are always for honest people, right? Because look, if it's a wood cabinet, I could just destroy the cabinet to get in. And that's the reality of it. So, yeah, gun cabinet's usually metal. It's a lot harder to get in, but it's still penetratable.
Yes.
If you want to, bad enough, and you have the means to do it, you're going to be able to figure out a way. So this is the deterrent and kind of the first step towards stopping somebody. But I see it as being great for gun cabinets.
Bedstand gun drawers, because I'm a gun owner, and was in the military and stuff like that.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you,
and so it is a very good first step, because you still want easy access to your nightstand or wherever, but you don't want anyone having access to it. And so
there's a perfect example. So now you're laying in bed, right? You've got the gun in your nightstand. You've got this working. Your phone's on the thing. The proximity sensor's on. Your kid walks up, pulls the drawer open. Now you got a kid standing there like this. How do you set that up so that doesn't happen?
So within the app, you can use multi-factor authentication or whatever you want to. So there's a PIN code
So for this particular one on your nightstand, you say, I don't want proximity.
You can turn off proximity.
Okay.
And you can make a PIN code, or you can make it basically or biometric or more factors.
Biometric with the iOS thumbprint or on Android on
Absolutely.
Pixel?
Because there's no sense in ever putting thumb prints on things.
Right.
These phones spend millions of dollars in order to build those sensors.
You know what's amazing is I had a neighbor in the late 90s who was working on thumbprints or fingerprints for the handle of a gun, so that you couldn't grab a cop's gun and shoot him. So basically, if you got into it with a cop and the cop dropped his weapon, you picked up the gun, you couldn't fire it because you had to have your fingerprint, his fingerprints had to match to be able to pull the trigger. It never came to the light of day. It was probably way too expensive, as you kind of mentioned.
It's expensive, and it's got, in firearm safety, no one wants anything electronic inside their firearm.
Right, sure.
And so this isn't meant to be a firearm. Like, it's just meant to keep people out of stuff.
Right.
And the real one, so basically our value propositions are keep kids out of poisons, keep teenagers and other people out of alcohol and medicine cabinets. But the crazy one that we found in selling all these is how many people that need extra income, so they're Airbnb-ing their places. And now basically you just put these in your cabinets that you want people into.
Wow.
You walk out, and we're working on hooking it in through Alexa and all that stuff, and you basically go lock it up, and all your cabinets are locked that you put it in.
That's amazing.
Even around an office, like we have a gear cabinet in our office. I don't know, the cleaning people could come in at night and open that cabinet.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we don't keep a lock on it because then everybody's got to have a key.
Everyone has to have a key. This is a digital key, and for files and things like that, it's huge.
There are so many uses. Congratulations. This is phenomenal. It's a great story, and I love how you're doing. And I believe that gun safety is a really important issue.
Absolutely.
So you're also helping to do that. If you have a gun, keep it locked up.
Yes, absolutely. 500 children under 5 years old die every year because they get access to a firearm.
There is no reason for that. It's senseless.
No, senseless, and so this helps prevent that.
Check it out, Smart Armor. It's the Smart Cube, and I can't wait to see what the next product in the product line is.
Really.
We got to get on that. When will we be able to actually start ordering them without pre-orders?
Without pre-orders, it's looking like first quarter of this year.
Did you make a lot of deals here at CES? You have them in every store?
When I said, yeah, like we're actually having people approach us for deals, and so we're just running wild, and that was sales without whatever happened here, like the
wow, you don't even know what you've done here.
No, we don't even.
And even including the 10,000 the guy drove for the other day.
Yeah, that's not included. In
wow,
so
so that's 48,000 at least. And by the way, I'm sure we're going to see this in every store: Best Buy, Home Depot, Lowe's. It'll be everywhere. And Amazon, I'm sure. Congratulations.
All right.
If you were a public company, I'd ask for your
Initials.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Very
This
much.
is awesome. Yeah. Thanks again.
SmartArmor.com?
www. How many
Say a
W's
couple more W's.
Yeah,
Okay.
like w.
Confuse them. www.www.
It's smartarmorcube.com or smartarmortech.com, or you can find us on Indiegogo and In Demand as well.
Okay.
And so
SmartArmorCube.com.
Yeah.
SmartArmorCube.com.
Best place.
Wow.
To go. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, we're going to go to the Sands now for more coverage live.
BeTerrific, official coverage of CES 2017.